solidify your foundation for personal creation. You see, I believe we are all fully capable and equipped for powerful creation, but our past experiences and circumstances have created limiting false beliefs that keep us from reaching our full potential. Those are the types of things that we address here in Mental Awesomeness. And what we're doing right now is applying powerful mental concepts to the cryptocurrency space. In fact, in the last year, I started at zero in cryptocurrency and reached a multiple six-figure crypto portfolio in 1 year because I applied the proper mindset to a new opportunity. You don't have to do crypto, but you can apply what we're going to be talking about to any aspect of your life for improvement. I love crypto because, one, it's a fascinating, exciting opportunity that's gaining a lot of traction right now. And who wouldn't like a little more money? I can assure you that having money was not a part of my story for a very long time. And now that I have it, it's amazing what it has opened up for me as far as, like, now that I'm not so worried about money all the time, I'm able to focus more on my health and my family and enjoying time that I have with them. Whereas before, when I was broke as a joke, which I was stressed out about money all the time. I wasn't even fun to be around. And so it's changed my whole experience and it all started with my mindset. So look, tonight we're doing an update on the 10x in 2021 challenge. I've told you that I'm following BitBoy Crypto because he gets asked all the time, I've got $1,000, what should I invest in? So he's like, all right, guess what? I'm going to take $1,000 and turn it into $10,000, and I'm going to show you every step of the way. Well, here at Mental Awesomeness, to spice it up, I'm going to start with $10,000 and we're going to take it to $100,000 this year. In fact, I wouldn't be surprised if we do it by summer because of how hot crypto is right now. Now, that being said, I have to share with you where we're at in the 10x challenge. So I put $10,000 in. BitBoy ran into a little bit of an issue. He was going to start with 2 coins. He had an issue getting into the second coin because when you only have $1,000 and you have to pay $150 in fees, it makes it a little bit hard to overcome an instant 15% hit, which one of the coins was going to require. So he opted not to do it. Unfortunately for me, I was already in the coin. So then I had to get out of the coin and back into one coin. And then this week, he added a second coin. And so again, I did have to pay some fees to get the second coin, but I'm not at all worried about paying a little bit in fees. And as you enter the crypto world, you'll learn that anytime you transfer from one coin to another or from a coin to a wallet, depending on the action, the transaction that it takes, there are fees that have to be paid. Like, that's the way it is right now. And because we're kind of new in the space, sometimes the fees are a little high. I'm not worried about that because I know I'm going to turn $10,000 to at least $100,000 this year. Like, I'm not at all worried about that. But as you can see on the screen here, we're down. We are down. So my $10,000 is down to about $92.89 right now. And I'm curious, do you think I should panic right now? Like, I thought we were supposed to be 10xing our money right now, and we're taking this hit. And let me tell you exactly why I am not concerned in the slightest. Let's go ahead and take a look at Coinbase here, where we can see some coins that I am following. Bitcoin is approaching $50,000. It's going to break through the $50,000 per coin all-time high here very soon. In fact, I wouldn't be surprised if it hit it in the next day or two. Ethereum also doing very well. Its all-time high is 1,900, so it's down a little bit from that, but doing well. But let's take a look at the coins that I've been following. Or for the 10x challenge. One is called Synthetics Network Token. And this is actually quite funny. I'm not even joking. 1 hour ago when I was preparing for this, it was down 6% on the day. And now in the last hour as I've been preparing, we're up 14%. That is how crazy. So even funnier is if I took a shot of my total right now, I bet it's higher than, we're going to take a look, you know, what the heck, right? So, oh wait, 75 and 23, okay, maybe it's not. That's interesting because we have bounced back up. We were down 6% on the day. And now it looks like we're up 14%. So it's actually made a nice little run. Now we're down 13%. That's how quickly things can move. But let me tell you exactly why I am not tripping over the fact that the portfolio is down. I've been in it for 1 week. So let's take a look at the week mark. On the week, it's up 22.5%. So technically, I'm up. So you're asking, why is my portfolio showing I'm down? Because I've been paying fees for transferring coins. Those can be kind of big hits. Like I said, one of those coins was a higher fee, and you got to make that up. So that's why I'm down. But let's go a little deeper. Let's take a look at the month on synthetics. 66%. Dang. Now, I am not tripping about being down a few points or a few dollars, $800 on my 10,000. I'm not worried about it. Let's take a look at the year. 2,471%. Come on now. Now, look, I know we weren't in the coin back then, and many people weren't, because if they were, obviously they'd be happy with that kind of gain. And if you take a look at all time, I mean, 5,656%. That's if you get in super early, right? And most people don't, because you wait. This project might launch. They announce what they're going to do, but people wait to see if they actually get the traction they need. But guess what starts to happen when they get traction? The 2,481%. That's kind of what happens. So that's why I'm not at all worried about being down just a little bit in the portfolio right now. So the coin that we added this week is called Chainlink. And let's take a quick look. In the last day, it's up 10%. I've only been in it since the 13th, so I've only been in it 2 days. I have not caught this whole 28% ride. So again, I'm making up some fees that I've paid. Let's take a look at the month. Dang, 47.95%. I mean, these are incredible gains, and that's what crypto is about. It's a little bit risky because there's still things that need to be sorted out. People worry about regulations, like could the government come in and just shut it all down? Trust me, when Tesla starts making $1.5 billion trade purchases of Bitcoin, I've heard Apple's considering $5 billion worth of Bitcoin. You have Grayscale, who's literally invested billions of dollars into Bitcoin. It's gaining momentum. The whole industry is gaining momentum, which is why we're seeing these type of massive gains. So the risk is really, if you wait till your grandma's like, hey, can I pay you in Bitcoin? Then guess what? You missed the boat. You missed the boat. I mentioned that Bitcoin is currently trading at 48,482. I bought in at 7,200. I bought in again at about 12,000. So, in fact, what I'm going to do, just to show you, right, because I said that I started at zero a year ago and had a multiple six-figure portfolio, and I'm going to show you what happened or what's happening, right? So I came in, I did invest some money. I had some money from a stock that I had because I work for a tech company. I took some of that stock money and I put it straight into Bitcoin. And you can see that there wasn't a ton of growth or action for a little while. And even in March, you look at this, it cut in half, like 29,000 down to 12,900. But guess what? Was I freaking out? Maybe a little. Maybe a little I was freaking out. But I was like, you know what? I'm just going to hold. I'm going to stick to my guns and I'm going to hold it. And so I did. And look, it bounced right back. I mean, immediately it bounced back. And then there's spikes, right? Actually, when it took this type of jump, I decided, no, not that one. About right here, I put a little bit more money in, right? Because I had some money, I put a little bit more in, and I watched it ride. And here, I remember this was an exciting time, right? Right around Thanksgiving, because my crypto portfolio crossed the 6-figure barrier. And I was like, come on, baby, let's go. We can do this. And I was thrilled to death, as you might imagine. But look at this. Watch this. November 20th-ish, 100,000. And by, oh snap, January 5th-ish, 200,000. 2 months and it doubled. That's the power of cryptocurrency, I'm telling you. And it kept rising. This was a sad day because, you know, I went from about 295,000 and in a matter of 3 days it went down to 257. But was I tripping? No, I wasn't, because I knew, right? I hold it. I hold to my guns. Now I had pumped a little bit more money in over the course of this time, but look at the all-time high in this portfolio, 318 in 1 year, right? Now, to be fair, I did invest about $120,000. So over the course of a year. And I know that a lot of people can't do that, but I'm taking a little bit of risk, and I'll talk about that in the course that I'm releasing, because I stopped doing things like invest in my 401k, and you might think that's crazy, but I don't feel like that's crazy now. Like, it might have seemed crazy when I started doing these types of things here when I was pumping money in. But now that you've seen the type of gains that it can get, it's not crazy. So why the sudden drop off? Because once it literally started getting to this amount, I couldn't handle my money being on the exchange anymore. And you need to put your money in a wallet. It's a safe place for your money to be. And that's what I did, right? So just earlier this month, I was like, I can't handle my money on the exchange. I pulled it out. I had to pull it out in phases. And now it's in a wallet. And that's why my balance is at 0. Because there's a saying in crypto that if it ain't your keys, it ain't your crypto. Meaning, if it's not your crypto key, your password essentially, then you leave it at risk for someone. If someone hacked Coinbase, highly unlikely, it's probably like hacking a bank, but maybe not impossible. Maybe it's possible. And rather than just take any risk at all, I pulled it out and I moved it onto a wallet, which is virtually impossible to get into. So that's my story, and that's being very transparent with you. And I'm not going to lie, it has done substantially more since I pulled this money out, even on the 5th. So in the last 10 days, the news of Tesla came out, rumors of Apple. I mean, the market is on fire. And one thing that I'm going to repeat over and over as we talk about this is it doesn't mean I'm going to just leave it all in here forever. Now, if I did that, that would probably be fine. But guess what? A day like this is probably actually going to happen within the next year, because this whole thing is cyclical. In fact, let me just show you real quick. We saw this happen with Bitcoin. Let's go Bitcoin all time. You know, okay, it kicked off in 2009, or is this just my wallet? Where are we at here? I don't want to show my wallet. I want to see an overview. Maybe I am. Okay. Let's go 1 year. look, oh, I remember this day specifically. Look, Bitcoin dropped to 38, and I was like, I need to put more money in. I know we're not going to see this price again, probably ever. And just like that, I mean, it started popping right back up, right? And I came in at about 72, I said. Oh yeah, because it was earlier. I guess, why is it not showing me the whole history of Bitcoin? Okay, but let's go back, right? So we're in 2020, we're on this mad run. But look at right about here, when Bitcoin was hitting 17,000, that was making crypto millionaires, because those who had bought in for pennies per coin, and all of a sudden it's worth 17,000, and you hear about crypto millionaires being made. That happened here. But if you didn't get out, then you rode it all the way back down, right? All the way back down. I don't plan on doing that. I plan on taking some profit. And so I listen to people. This all goes back to principle number one. Who do you listen to? I am constantly listening to the professionals, and they say we still have this year for the bull run. Now later this year, I'm going to start taking some of my profits, because I'm not going to ride it all the way back down. That would be silly. So I'm going to take some profit, and I'll take it in chunks going up and probably in chunks coming down, but I am not about to ride it all the way down. So that's the update for right now. There are 2 coins, and let me just show you real quick. They are Synthetics and Chainlink, and he put about $250-ish into Chainlink, so I moved $2,500 over. And I don't have 384 anymore because I sold some of those and bought Chainlink, so I need to adjust that number. But those are the coins right now, right? Synthetics and Link. As of right now, when I took the number, I was down a little bit, but that's okay. We're going to keep you updated as he recommends changes to the portfolio. And most importantly, I'm trying to learn how and why he's picking coins. Like, sure, it's going to be great that he just kind of spoon feeds me a 10x gain, but what I'm trying to do is see why he's picking what he is, so that I can learn those for myself. And that is the plan, to learn this industry. Oh, which by the way is principle number 4, the 4 levels of learning: unconscious incompetence, unconscious competence, conscious competence. That's the phase I'm in right now. I'm consciously, competently choosing to learn and spend time learning what this industry is about until it becomes unconsciously competent. And I just know, right? I will know what coins are going to be good, what companies to invest in, what projects to go in on, and how to get in early so that I can see those 1,000% gains. That's the plan for me. And if you're interested in this at all, stick around and watch what happens. Let's go crypto, baby. Thanks. Have a great night. Talk to you later.